Good morning, Miss. So here is Soshan Yu and Q Sing Jie, my partner. We're going to discuss a topic which is related to illusory truth effect, heuristic and polarization, insights on curbing dystopian technology and social dilemma.
Yeah, so basically our point of view are a bit different. So let's get started to discuss our topic. First of all, Chen Yu, what do you think about the discussing area?
Well, now let me briefly explain my stage. In my point of view, I agree with polarization, which also lead to the dystopia stage. An operates world of dystopia can be alarming, frightful, local area, or society. It is usually described as the opposite of an ideal society, and it is an extreme form of society. Dystopia means not good place in Greek. In addition, anti-humanity, centralized governance, ecological communities, and other social disastrous decreases are all examples of dystopian scenarios. Also, dystopia is frequently used in the real world to warn people to pay more attention to environmental, political, economic, moral, ethical, scientific, and technical challenges. If these flows are not addressed, dystopia may be resolved.
But in my opinions, humans now live in an era of big data. We can't define a terms that has just negative implications, while there still have some positive side also, in a way that it doesn't really lead all the way to the dystopia. I think it could be utopia too.
Utopia?
Yeah, utopia is which is the opposite of dystopia, means the best society in human ideology, just like the early Western Utopian Socialism. A French philosopher called Louis Brandt proposed it as beautiful, equal, free from oppressions, like a paradise. As a result, utopianism is a type of social theory that attempts to promote desirable values and practice by presenting them to an ideal country or society. So, all right, let's discuss more deeper into our topic. Moving to the technology, our computers and mobile operations system will collect our personal and collective data and upload it to Microsoft, Apple's, and Google servers. These servers have connected and contribute to the applications that we use on a regular basis, allowing them to use both work and personal data when the user grants permissions.
When talking about technology, right, it has also bring a developed and convenient life, but while artificial intelligence, face recognitions, and other technology have brought progress, this also brought the possibility of dystopia. For instance, can you imagine that when a magical technology suddenly emerged and it can help increase food production maybe by 50% and only require 5% of the original labor force? If everyone takes turns doing the rest of the work as before and evenly distributes the extra food, everyone will benefit greatly.
Yeah, why not we just be equal so everyone can get the benefits with equality and there is no shortage of supply and not benefiting from it, which conform to utopian socialism.
However, if some people try to monopolize these benefits, others will suffer. So this is our situation nowadays. Human beings live on this earth together, are self-sufficient and have not plundered by resources other than their homeland. Technology, on either hand, does not appear anyway. It was invented by people from all walks of life fighting for their survival. So the inventors of new technology must strive to obtain wealth from their inventions. As computers get better and better, low-skilled humans will become increasingly unsatisfactory compared to automated systems.
According to my research, right, if someone continuously repeats something that may include incorrect informations, others will begin to believe it. This effect is called the illusory true effect, and it has been observed all around us, including among marketing professionals, cult leaders, and politicians. As a result, there is no denying that people's mind will be influenced by this kind of information.
In my opinion, this the illusory truth effect is a type of cognitive bias. When we think, we will have a widespread yet unconscious tendency called cognitive bias, which can lead us to make mistakes. These cognitive biases help our brains to utilize the fewest resources to solve issues fast, but they also compromise accuracy for speed, causing us to make mistakes on occasion. Repeated messaging might lead people to believe that some incorrect conclusions are more true. A lie will not become the truth if it is repeated 1,000 times. But it may make some people mistake it. Maybe like they think this is a truth.
Exactly. Following the Westminster terror incidents on March 22, 2017, a Russian bot published a photo of a woman wearing a hijab and taking on her phones. And the post stated that the woman, as a Muslim, she was unconscious about the suffering of those around her. Also, one of the hashtags associated with the image was hashtag ban Islam. After the unfavorable attentions of that woman received, she issues a statement that she was devastated by seeing the aftermath of a frightening and numbing terror acts. As a result, we can't make decisions based on what we see or hear.
Let's take an example in our daily life. The term of fake news is all too familiar to most of us by now. Fake rumors, conspiracy theories, and plain lies thrive on the internet, and none of us are immune. Take me as an example. When I was reading on the internet news, I read those news, I will not take it seriously. However, when I keep seeing the same news that is shared by a lot of people and people have started to believe in it, I will also trust in it. Our media biological system is so flooded with deceptions. It is inescapable that we all will experience counterfeit news sooner or later. And truth be told, we presumably do as such on an extremely normal premise. This by itself put us in danger of the fanciful truth impact.
However, if you think from different perspective, it may lead to another result. For example, you realize that every best-selling management articles will convince its readers that data is an information source and connect with the 21st century. It is because since we have enough information to know the preference of our customers or users, we don't make any poor decisions. For example, numerous skincare brands have membership system that keep track their clients' personal information and purchasing history. As a result, the new products are developed by the brands according to most of the requirements, and it will propose or market item to the person's email address based on the person HR needs or interests. And there is another result. Another example is My Sejahtera, an application launched by the Malaysian government to aid in the monitoring of the COVID-19 epidemic in the country by enabling users to assess their COVID-19 health risk, has enabled them to examine and trace every close contact in a short period by using big data. So also, we could see that the system will propose COVID-19 information to your device automatically during the pandemic. It keeps us informed about the current situations of how many people are affected and die by the COVID-19.
I have a different opinion with you on this application lah. For me, I think it has a lot of disadvantages other than the benefits. For instance, people need to upload all of their personal information and check-in location in this application. In another point of view, the government or some hackers will get all of people's information, and this will cause the rights and privacy of the people to be protected. If hackers hack into this kind of applications, they might sell to those unscrupulous merchants. It will cause unimaginable issues to happen, I think. To conclude my point, actually dystopia is not the absolute opposite side of utopia, but for me it's a different perspective on the same society lah. One sees a perfect society where everyone is equal and harmonious. In contrast, the other side sees that everyone is monitored, radiated, inflated by power control. So the appearance is orderly, efficient, and stable. Although technology and social media has bring us a lot of convenience, but we still need to be careful while using like this kind of application and social media.
Lastly, with data analysis, automatations, and intelligence, this kind of bring more time freedom to us. For example, it might be recommend or modified to what we see, to what we want to view, and what we don't want to see more accurate and quickly by tracking our search engine or applications, which once we open the program, it allows us to see what we like straight away. In addition, and it provides us with more freedom of time, financial freedom, cognitive freedom, and speech without making us lose the freedom of choice. However, we are constantly faced with options, and we are affected by recommendations as a consequences of our own and inability to think of for ourselves.
So yeah, that's all of our discussion. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.